YouTube, a global online video sharing platform that enables content creators to share their videos with people around the world. One of YouTube's most popular users, PewDiePie, gets 338 million views per month. This piles up to a whopping estimate of $10 million per year from YouTube ads alone. However, it's not all glitz and glamour, as it's estimated that the top 3% of YouTubers only earn £13,000 every year, barely even making a living. It is clear it requires a certain set of skills, dedication, and hard work to make it in this harsh business, and not just anybody can haphazardly make a video and become a top YouTube sensation.
I could totally do that.
Is that a project or something?
So you're probably wondering, who are these two people? Well, this person here is me, Brandon. And this is my bro, Aiden. We are just two bros with too many ideas and too much time on our hands. So about a month ago, I said to Aiden that we should make a YouTube channel, documenting our projects and sharing our experience. And he loved it. Come on in, it'll be so fun. Come on.
Oh, I don't know, Brandon, if I want to do it.
Oh, please.
Fine.
He loved it. I'm being serious. He totally loved it. Totally loved it. With Aiden on board, all ships were sailing. Everything was perfect and it was happy days. Kind of. We had no idea where to start. We never made a YouTube video before, and we had no idea what went into making one. So, what do? Well, we went to the drawing board.
Class is in session. So there are three main topics we want to explore: YouTube, video style, and equipment. Now for YouTube, we really want to home in deep on the algorithm. What is this YouTube algorithm and how can we leverage that? Then we want to look into setting up a YouTube channel, monetization, and the copyright issues. We want to follow the law. For our video style, we want to look into the content, paying a close attention to the various editing styles, and then the humor involved. Our final topic, equipment. We need to look into what video equipment they are, and perhaps the most important thing of all, the movie magic, the editing equipment we need to use to make our YouTube the best. You have your assignments, now go. The algorithm. What is it?
So that's how we envisioned it would be, but it wasn't quite as hype as that. Instead, we had our own problems.
Right everyone, second order of business is to create the YouTube channel, and we need to tie that to an email address, create our own Gmail account, project guy.
So Aiden, what happened to the last one?
We don't talk about the last one. Created an account last time and we lost our account, and we did create a YouTube channel and we lost that YouTube channel. So this is gonna be...
How do we lose it?
It's the government, the man. The man is trying to get you down.
Oh, the man?
The man.
Ah, but also taken.
It is also taken.
Official Project Guys. Project Guys official. I mean, we have to keep Project Guys because I've already done the intro. Still want Project Guys. I'm adamant about Project Guys.
Sometimes, Brandon, life, you don't get what you want. How about Project Guy, the Project Life story?
You serious?
No, cuz I'm
This
just...
is a really long email.
Couldn't get the right swag. Goddamn name! Like, how hard was it? Project Guys!
So, despite Aiden's horrible naming sense, he redeemed himself and comes up with this.
Wait. How about the official project guy at gmail.com?
Okay, yeah, I think that works. I like that. It's coming along.
Alright, there we go.
Wait, let's take a look at that. Welcome, Project Guys.
I was in this shoot signing into your YouTube. Oh, I thought this was like the welcome to the YouTube screen.
I mean, come on. Clearly, that wasn't the welcome to the YouTube screen.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Upload a profile picture. So that's going to be our logo. Now I wanted to outsource the logo online, but Brandon wasn't ready to let go of that. So we came to a compromise and, well...
Which way do you want me to be?
So how are we taking a picture?
Something that looks good for our channel thumbnail.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe we should wear sunglasses.
Not too much teeth.
We're all good.
And that's one topic crossed off. We now have a YouTube channel. So, on to topic 2.
The equipment.
So to figure out the equipment, we took to the place where all ideas come together. The birthplace of innovation. The guru of all gurus. None other than the internet. And with that, we had a list of equipment.
Now, what ended up happening was that we quickly fell into the rabbit hole of Amazon suggestions. And before we knew it, we had a lot of stuff in our shopping basket.
No, curse your Amazon! So, having stripped everything back and truly asking ourselves, do we really need this? We came to the following. A quality DSLR camera for recording, a mini tripod for vlogging, a shotgun mic for clear audio, a decent lighting kit for lighting up my subjects, a desk mic for shots away from the camera, a backup for 2-angle shots, the backdrop, and an extended tripod for steady shots, and a gimbal. And the gimbal.
And I know what you're thinking. This is so excessive for someone who wants to make YouTube videos. Brandon, you haven't even made one YouTube video yet, and you essentially want to buy the whole production set of Jurassic Park? And I would say you're right. It would be financially irresponsible to do so. I mean, it would be so incredibly stupid of me to dip into my student loans and buy all this freaking equipment for a stupid YouTube video. I have made a grave error in judgment.
Brandon?
Yeah.
What budget are we? I mean, of course we needed the camera. How else we gonna record? The mics? Needed for sound. The SD card storage. The gimbal? Yes, we needed that. Lighting to brighten up the whole room? Yes, needed. The gimbal? Good idea. Backdrop, good aesthetics, hide the ugly. A tripod for stability. The gimbal, video editing software subscriptions? Yes, for the video, movie magic. I mean, the gimbal, we couldn't return the gimbal.
Now, utilising Amazon's efficient delivery service, it didn't take us long before we got to unbox everything. Alright guys, so all the parcels have just arrived, so we put them all into the conservatory. So let's take a look.
So with all these ingredients, we was ready to start filming. But first, we need to get everything set up. So why don't we take a look at the studio?
Hey, you'll not let me in.
Welcome to my crib. Welcome to the studio where the movie magic happens.
Talk us through the lighting, Aidan.
So our lighting, we have 3 sources of light. Over here we have our ring light. Our ring light is going to be our key source of light. We have our fill light, which is our box light. Essentially what that is, it's going to fill in the shadow. We have our backdrop light. Essentially people use this for contrast, but we're going to be using it to add a little bit more flavour. Really show key sources of what we want to put into shot.
So it just looks cool.
It looks cool.
How's the rest of the equipment so?
So a lot of manual work, which I'm looking to outsource. Maybe we can get some interns to come through and really tell them.
You can't outsource everything.
One day, Brandon, one day. one day. In terms of setting it all up, it's quite manual. We have boxes where they all come out in, and we take them out, we extend the lengths. This little bugger is the hardest thing to set up. It's our backdrop. We have different colours in it, white, green, black. For the usual setup, we have a desk and a chair, and this is going to be used for discussions and really talking to you guys.
I'm most interested in this dollhouse. How does this fit into everything?
This is a very stressful job, so no. We have a cute little niece, and this is her dollhouse, which Brandon plays with, not me.
So what will we be using this studio for?
We're going to be using this studio for, I'm thinking green screen magic for skits. Thinking some kind of Weatherman action in the future maybe. In terms of this, I want to use this for some sort of discussion, so maybe we can sit here and we can talk about our footage when we watch things over again.
So, how can we make a video entertaining?
Well, I have a few ideas.
Well, in actual fact, Aiden had no ideas. Like, what the hell even was that?
I don't know. I don't know. How to be funny?
That aside, look, when it came to entertainment, my philosophy was that I wanted to capture that feeling of excitement and engagement. You know that cool feeling when you watch a cool video and at the end you're just like, damn, that was such a good video. Is there more? That's the feeling that we were going for. Okay, so I think the best way for me to do this is by looking and researching my favourite YouTubers. And just to name a few, there's Kelly Wackesser, Mark Rober, Mr. Beast. Not a big fan of Logan Paul because of that one big issue a couple of years ago, but I like his editing style. It's just really cool. And a few others, I don't know, might look in trending, but I think that's the plan. Look at these people, the way they frame the video, the way they tell stories, what kind of tips I can pick up from this. Okay, so me and In found a few things. During my research, I used my... And there were 3 things that we had noticed. One is that people generally have a monkey brain when it comes to content and have the attention span of a goldfish. So having lots of cuts and fast pacing generally keeps that monkey brain entertained.
2 is the narrative. Now when a video has a story with interesting characters, progression from start to finish, and a moral which people can take away from, that's when he felt. That's what we felt. And that's when we felt the most satisfied. And that's because I feel like we gained something from the video. We didn't just watch it, we took something away. That's really what it's about.
Lastly was production. Now I cannot describe how high my dopamine levels are when I see a cool edit, a cool video montage with cool transitions and crisp images, and a lot of this will hinge on the editing style, which leads on to our next topic.
So when we first thought of editing, we immediately thought of Microsoft Movie Maker. But then we thought, you know what? This is our YouTube channel. We've got to level up. We wanted to be professional. And for some ungodly reason, we thought iMovie. And this made up the first minute of our YouTube video. We quickly discovered that iMovie's effects were limited in zooming in, panning in around the images. So in the end, what we ended up producing was less of a YouTube video and more of a glorified PowerPoint presentation.
Now introduce DaVinci Resolve, the free professional editing software to save us all. Using the almighty power of DaVinci Resolve, we were able to create better film sequences and better edits. We were even able to use DaVinci's color grading facilities to choose what kind of movie we wanted, customizing the look and feel for each of our shots. And things were going great. But unfortunately, this Goliath had met its David. Essentially, whenever I'd make small cuts to the video and just random off chance, my video kept getting this media offline. My footage would essentially crash. Now clearly this was a glaring issue, and any fix I did find was just simply unreliable.
At this point, I was just like, screw it, let's just outsource the work. But Brandon didn't give up. Brandon persevered.
So I bit the bullet. I made another financially irresponsible decision. I paid for Adobe Creative Cloud. Now, I know it was really expensive, but because of this, I was able to finish the rest of the video with relative ease and create this really cool montage. And after all this, not to toot my own horn, but I've gotten pretty damn good at editing. So to show off my knowledge and just validate my own ego, I am going to give you a 30-second crash course on how to edit. Start the timer. So taking this video for example, we first have the A-roll. This is your main bit of footage which makes up the story. To add a bit of life to the story, we then make use of B-roll, which is footage we overlay on the A-roll. I use B-roll to give visualization to certain points. We then have sound design. Good editing should be an exaggeration of life. That's the whole point. So these cartoony whooshy noises helps emphasize certain actions. Lastly, we have editing effects. Through altering the properties of footage, we can make editing effects and even make transitioning from one scene to another seamless. My favorite effect is the speed ramp, where you can speed footage up or slow it down. Stop the timer, and boom, there you have it. Editing in 30 seconds. Wait. Editing in 30 seconds, done. And there we have it. We figured out our YouTube style. Hold on, let me stop myself there. This video had actually been finished for over a year now, and I originally had this minute-long conclusion where I wrapped this whole video up. But events have happened, and I'd rather have this chance to give you a glimpse of the next chapter in my story. A tale of risk, dreams, and hopefully, triumph. You see, my whole life I've been incredibly blessed with the best parents you could ever ask for. A dad who, since the age of 20, had worked his fingers to the bone to provide for his 4 kids, and a mum who poured her entire heart and soul into nurturing us and guiding us every single day of her life for the past 40 years. The dream for me and Aiden, well, to repay them for their limitless love and sacrifice. You see, ever since I was young, I've always had this promise to my mum that one day she'd live in the house of her dreams, and to my dad that I'd get him a sports car that he can brag to his friends about. Driven by that dream, I studied, I grinded, and I hustled to where I am now, and finally now I've graduated. I earned myself a first-class honours degree, and I even landed a consulting role in 2024 with one of the biggest tech consultancies in the world. You know, life seemed great, like a jigsaw puzzle beautifully coming together, but something felt off. Now, let me explain. I have a genuine love for consulting, and I have the knowledge and skills to excel in it. But 3 years ago, a new passion ignited within me, and that was creating videos. Back then, I stumbled upon this video from Mr. Beast one night, and he was talking about how success on YouTube isn't a game of luck. It's a testament to the quality of your content. Now that stirred something deep within me. I found myself thinking about that video for weeks, until finally I had an idea for a channel of my own. The very idea of this channel would keep me awake, tinkering with the possibilities, envisioning a world I could create, and I found myself in a state of flow. A rhythm I never knew existed within me. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, I could turn this into something more than just a hobby. So, here's the big announcement. I've decided to dive headfirst and take the plunge. For the next year, until my graduate job kicks in, I'm going to push myself to see how far I can ride this wave. And I promise you, I'm not taking this lightly. This is a mission. I'll be packing my bags and heading to the bustling heart of London, dedicating every waking moment to making my dream a reality. Now, I can hear you already. Brandon, that's madness. London, it isn't cheap. You'll be saying, how are you going to survive without a steady paycheck? And to that, I say, you're right. It's a gambit. I'll have to juggle part-time gigs just to keep the lights on. After rent, I'm looking at a tight budget of about 500 quid a month. And if you know anything about London, well, this sucks. It means cutting back on all the luxuries, eating in, and having a wildly less vibrant social life. But the way I see it, this is a chance to start something new. I want to sprint towards my dreams without anything holding me back. And the only excuse I can make for myself is, well, myself. Now, why London, you ask? Well, it's simple. It's vibrant, it's exciting, and it's a city that never sleeps. Plus, if this channel takes off, then maybe I won't have to pinch pennies for an entire year. Maybe, just maybe, I can fulfill that promise with my mum and my dad and buy her the house of her dreams. So please, join me together on this journey, and I promise you, it will be one hell of a ride.